My name is Tony Davis. Welcome to our church, St John the Evangelist, the parish church of Killaloe, County Down. St Patrick sailed into Strangford Lough in the year 432 AD, and we are proud to still be proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ 1500 years later. Killaloe is in an area of outstanding natural beauty, and parts of Strangford Lough are environmentally protected. A new church was built by James Hamilton and was consecrated on the 2nd of October 1640. The church and surrounding graveyard occupy 1.5 acres on an elevated site overlooking the town and Strangford Lough, this very site. The original building would probably have been a barn-like structure similar to others from the period. Later this year we will be celebrating 375 continuous years of proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ and serving our community in Killaloe. But our church is far more than history. As part of our diocesan campaign in 2015, we've looked at the work we can do with children, the community, and our church. We've started a new kids choir. We've extended the use or the distribution of our parcels to the elderly at Christmas. We've started a 9 till 5 prayer session in our church, and these are just some of the things that we have planned. There's only one problem, and that's our church hall. Killaloe Parish Church is a listed building, and as such the fabric of the building, both internally and externally, needs regular work. From January 2006 to June 2007, we undertook a major project of essential work to preserve the fabric of the building. This work included rendering large amounts of the external plasterwork of the building, replacement of stonework throughout the church, limited roof repairs, some electrical rewiring, and refurbishing the stained glass windows. The historic stained glass windows remind us of how good God has been to us and reminds us of the importance of maintaining the building, but more importantly, not only maintaining but expanding our congregation. Unfortunately, while our church is a place of beauty, a place to meet and talk to God, our church hall is not so. Our church isn't suitable for all our activities. As Sunday school superintendent, there are many activities for young people we find difficult to do at present. For instance, we felt we couldn't run our summer program for children this year as the hall was too dangerous. Come inside and see why. This hall is a glorious past. In times past, it was a community home. It was the place where the choir robed and occasionally practiced, where the senior citizens' afternoon out and mothers' union met, where we ran Sunday school, homework club and youth club. We've had the local art group meeting here, as well as running spin classes and slimming meetings. Coffee mornings were a regular part of our activities, as were prayer groups and Bible studies. Today, due to the state of the hall, very few of these activities can take place here. In fact, some of these activities have ceased because of a lack of a suitable venue. I'd like to introduce you to Dougie Marr, one of the 2 vestrymen who worked very hard in turning the vision we have for the hall, first of all into the plans, and then for getting them approved. Dougie, tell us a little bit about what this new hall is going to look like.
It's going to be a double-storey structure. We will have a large room on the top floor, which will be cantilevered over the space to my right. This will give us a much bigger footprint here. We will have a lift, and we will have various toilets in which we, disabled toilets and normal ones, which we don't really have very good facilities of here. A proper kitchen with a dumbwaiter to get this stuff from down here upstairs. We will have a vestibule with doors onto the street looking down the Church Hill, and within the bottom here we'll have a couple of pretty large meeting rooms which can be used by various groups within the church, whether it's for the choir robing or whether it's Sunday school or the vestry meetings or whatever. We can mix and match for that, or if we've got more general church meetings or community events, we will hold them in the large room, and for example, bowling or a concert or anything like that we want to do. So it really will mean a lot to all the groups that use church, and it's going to look splendid.
How long will it take to build the new hall?
Our builders say 8 to 9 months.
One of the reasons I think we need a new church hall is because we can make Sunday school more fun and interesting. For example, having messy games such as using paint, and you can't really do that when you're in the church. Also, breakfast Sunday school is a really good idea, and hopefully we'll be able to enjoy ourselves and have food together. Also, when we're in the church, I feel like when we're sitting in the middle that we're in people's way sometimes, and when they have to go past us, they're also interrupting the lesson. So the new church hall will be very beneficial, because then we can just be in one place together and not be in the way.
There will be more room for games and like to do activities and stuff in, and because we have to do it in the church and then there's not enough room, so we need to get a bigger hall.
We really need the church hall.
And what sort of things do you see happening in it? Would you be coming to afternoon out maybe, and those sorts of things?
Yes, we would like to join in whatever's taking place. We've kind of got away from things. It's near time we were started, to get things back together again.
The new church hall would be great because the kids would have more space and all the families could meet up and have fun and fellowship together.
Well, the new hall gives us a chance to expand on a lot of ideas we have. For example, before church on Sunday, the Sunday school will be able to meet in more modern surroundings. We also are talking about introducing a breakfast for families before church services. Possibly the biggest changes would be the variety of services we could offer during the week, from an evening service held in more comfortable surroundings to a cafe church, which a lot of other churches offer, but at the moment we don't have the facilities to do so. The other possibility is a praise service using a big screen, and also maybe during the week introduce study groups, again that could meet in a central and comfortable location. We'd also like to maximise the amount of use the hall would have during the week, particularly during the daytimes, and that would be things like coffee mornings, homework club, after school club, also sports activities where we could join the local leagues with other churches, such as bowls, table tennis, things as well to offer our senior citizens. We used to have a group that met every week, but due to the condition of the current hall, that group no longer meets, but again they could meet for art, craft sessions and sports as well. And finally, with more modern surroundings, we could introduce the possibility of providing meals for members of our church and community, particularly those who are lonely or in need of a hot meal. One thought is to introduce a Christmas lunch for senior citizens. Also as well, we could introduce some of the meals we have at certain times of the church year, particularly during Lent and at harvest time.
How important, in a word, do you think the new hall is?
Well, what we're looking from this new hall is to sort of revitalise our church congregation and hopefully to encourage a new set of worshippers. In short, the hall will give us 21st century facilities, not 19th century facilities.